All right. What's up, everybody? How you guys and gals doing? We almost got this thing ready, so give me a second. We are almost ready to rock and roll. I'm gonna try a different camera angle today. See what that does. That might be a little weird. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. Give me just a second. We are just about ready to kick this thing off. Okay. 1 second, everybody. All right. How's that look on the camera? That's not a good angle, is it? I think that's probably worse than normal, isn't it? I don't know. It's hard to find a good angle in my live streaming position. I'm not sure. And that should be like... That'll be good. Good enough. What's up, everyone? How you guys doing? Hope you guys are amazing. Normally I have it more like this. That probably works out a little better. That there probably works out a little bit better. Thanks for coming out to my crazy live stream. I appreciate all you guys for being here. All right, so where is the YouTube chat? I seem to have lost it. Give me a minute. Is the music too loud? I think the music might be a little bit too loud. Let me find the chat. There it is. All right, live chat. There we go. Ba-bam. Now I'm going to be able to see everybody's comments. I just need to get my screen situated. I got like 900 different little windows open on the screen right now, so there's about 1 million different things going on right this second. Okay, I need to get rid of that YouTube window. Goodbye. Why am I on this car? Why am I on this car? I was just on a different car. We are going to be racing the Porsche today. The Porsche Huna Pegasus. I think we're in, what, the 11.5 lobby today. Oh my god. These headphones are a pain. Like, they got these little hooks and stuff, and these cords flop. You got to put them in your ear, and then put them in there, and then you got to, like, twist it up, then put this thing over your ear. It's a great design because they're not going to yank out of your ears or something, but man, it's a pain to get them. I've had it for like I don't even know how long, and it's still a pain every time I have to put the headphones in. All right, we're in the 11.6 lobby today. We should be in the 11.6 lobby today. Or something very similar. All right, let me get out of there. Stop that game. I blame Donna. Donna did it. Donna did it. I see you, William D. What's up, man? Stacks. What's up, Mock? What's up, Guy? Nice to see you guys. Brian. Skies. What's up, man? CCF. Hello, hello. Austin, what's going on? Austin's recruiting players. Who else we got here today? We got W Peace. What's going on? He's also looking for players. EKT in the house. Awesome to see you guys. Yeah, let me try and turn that music down a little bit. I think it is a little bit too loud, maybe. So we'll try and get that turned down here. Let me find the music player. All right, there we go. That should be a little better. We're going into live racing. And let's go do it to it. Ah, what is that? That's a weird looking, oh, that's the, I keep wanting to say S7. It's a Nissan. Sylvia. Sylvia. I can't think today. All right, we're going to race Maxwell. What's up, Maxwell? Let's go do it to it. Stacks in the house. Alright, so after the live stream ends, I have a video ready to post on the new Corvette. The new Corvette's actually pretty decent. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I suck. This wire's tangled up here. Oh my, this wire is driving me nuts. Hold on. The wire on my controller is driving me crazy. That's okay. That's alright. Alright, we'll race this guy. But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming out here. Oh, did we start the wild card? I thank you for reminding me. Let me race this guy and then I'll go ahead and start it. Sometimes I'm not super smart. 3, 2, 1, go. I haven't driven this thing in a while, but it's an awesome car. I like it. Alright, let me go log on to CSR2 Racing on the game. Hopefully you didn't want to swap with me because... Oh no. I'm just going to run really slow on this one. I apologize for this, buddy, but this is going to be a pain in the butt. I'm waiting for the game to log in on my phone. Let me go do the wild card really quickly. Bam. Alright, it should be activated now. Let me go over to the line chat. William D, thank you, buddy. I'm glad you said something because I did not remember. I'm running behind. I didn't even get to get my shower this morning, so I'm running behind. I was working on making a video for my other channel, and I was working on finishing up the shift pattern video for the Corvette, so I wasn't able to get my shower. You normally I grab a shower before I start my stream, but not today. I'll have to do that afterwards. Not today. Brian says, I'll see if I can find something from the 19th century that's slow. William D says, we're all here to help. Oh, we got Max the Gamer in the house. I don't remember if it's the McLaren video or the video I'm posting today, but I say, darn you, Max the Gamer. Because he was playing with the cars. He had the parts all wacky. I think it was the McLaren. It was pretty funny. Yeah, me and Max both share the same content account to make videos on, so... Luckily, I don't think we've ever logged in at the same time, have we? Because if we were both trying to get on at the same time, we would both probably be like refreshing. It would probably be like all messed up. Alright, so... But normally when I get on there... Well, I don't know. I mean, it used to be really early in the morning when I do it, but... Now sometimes I get on occasionally here and there, so it's hard to say. CCF is asking about how what works, my friend. I'm not quite sure what you're asking about. I don't really see, I must be missing part of your question, or maybe the comment disappeared, but if you were asking something, I don't actually see enough to... Whoa, that was a crappy sandwich. Alright, this car is weird. The launch on this car is weird. Max says he tends to play more late nights. Yeah. I'm usually in bed really early, so I go to bed at like 9 o'clock most days. I think we're in the same time zone. But yeah, I'm usually in bed at like 9. At least I lay down at 9, then I usually fall asleep sometime between 9 and 10. Alright, let's... Ooh, we got the big old thingy-dingy. We're gonna race the big old thingy-dingy. That's a cool car, guys. Connection lost. Bummer. Bummer. I want to try and... Oh, he's gone. I wanted to try and race him again. Alright, we got... Oh my god. This game. This game is crazy. What is this? Some sort of Mercedes? I got some really good numbers on the Corvette, but it does seem better to me if you get the Stage 6 part for it. I got decent numbers with no Stage 6 parts, but I think I got some really good numbers with Stage 6 parts. So unless it's one of those weird cars, it should do good. So Max, did you upgrade it on your account and try it out? I hope it's not one of those... Why did I slow down? I hope it's not one of those weird cars, because it has the numbers. The numbers look good. But it appears to have a live racing setup. What's up, Joey? How you doing today? Three, two, one... Go. Alright, so I want to let go of the gas at pretty much exactly number 1 with this car. I think we were in the 11.6 lobby today. Pretty sure. That's where we should be. If we're actually in there, I don't know, but we should be in the 11.6 lobby. It depends on how much of a lobby advantage this car has, but... Max said he didn't find great numbers on his end. Yeah, I think I got like 14 or 1500 Evo on the TNT upgrade, and then I think I got like 18... I think I got like 1800 with the Stage 6 parts. Max says the Viper GTS seems to bump easily. I wonder if they did any more different upgrades. Changes on like the bumping system and the matchmaking and all that. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. I would not be surprised. I think I got the camera right at eye level. Pretty sure. 3, 2, 1, go. That's where you're supposed to have it for a natural look, but when I'm streaming, I'm usually looking like under the camera, so at the screen, so it probably looks weird for that reason. What's up, Mark Bass? Winpoo says, I am wondering what TNT refers to. That's an ACD song. ACDC song, man. TNT. It's dynamite. TNT. I'll win the fight. TNT. A power load. TNT. Watch me explode. I can't hit the high note. I can't hit the high notes. Alright, TNT is like, I always forget what it stands for. Tires, nitrous transmission, right? The TNT. Tires, nitrous transmission. The 3 tunable parts. I got a terrible memory. At least I kind of remembered it after a few minutes. Oh, I need to get some more gas. My memory's not good. How do I get a better memory? That's what I need to figure out. Alright, we're gonna race Ace. We got Ace's Arcade. Alright, check this out. He's got that Camaro. 3, 2, 1, go. Ace in the Camaro. Bam! Bam! Uh-oh, he might get me. Oh, he got me. He got me. William D says, yeah, he thinks ACDC as well. But yeah, I'm not one to be able to hit high notes when I sing. My high notes sound awful. I think I'm more of like a baritone or a tenor singer. I can sing some Johnny Cash, but I can't really sing any aha. I can do Johnny Cash, but I can't do aha. Hey, wait a second. Did we hit 11.6 exactly, or almost? Melon says, thanks, Danny. Yeah, I don't know, we disconnected, or maybe when I got gas, you disconnected, but good swaps. Andrew, what's up, bud? Nice to see ya. Why do I shift back to third? Alright, so if you run your car too fast, time after time after time, this game will bump you into a faster lobby. So if you got a car set up right for live racing and you drive it, you can slow down to make sure you don't run faster than the lobby time, and then the car will stay in the same lobby instead of get moved to a lobby where it's no longer able to win anymore. It's a pain in the butt. Tell you what, I like Johnny Cash. I don't know about you guys, but I like Johnny Cash. Andrew is doing... Andre. I'm a bad reader. I'm dyslexic. Andre, right? I'm doing good, buddy. Thanks. Glad you're doing good. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, let's run this car all out and see what she actually runs without slowing down. Alright, I got in the 11.5s. Guy says he thinks I'm in the 11.8 lobby. If it's quite possible. Usually it's give or take 0.2 of a second, I guess. If this car has a good lobby advantage, I very well could be in the 11.8. Three, 2, 1, go! But yeah, you don't want to run a whole bunch faster than the lobby time or the car's dyno, or the game will just keep moving you to places you don't want to go. Brian says the American recordings by JC are awesome. I'm not familiar with the American recordings. What is that? Is that like a remastered series of Johnny Cash albums or something? Oh, I'm going to Jackson. I'm gonna mess around. I'm going to Jackson. Watch out, Jackson Town. I like Johnny Cash, man. That's one of my favorite Johnny Cash songs right there. Him and his wife. I used to know a girl who was really, really good at singing that part, and she would karaoke it. It was awesome. Johnny Cash karaoke is a lot of fun. Like, she would sound just like June Carter. Man, she was such a good singer. Oh, you're talking about those, are you talking about the last couple of albums? I'm not very good on remembering what they were called, but I remember he did some covers. I think he did like an Alice in Chains cover. He did a Soundgarden cover. I think he did a Nine Inch Nails cover. That was kind of neat. Another song I like is like, I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. That's another really good Johnny Cash song right there. I love Johnny Cash, man. Johnny Cash was awesome. I like stuff. I like old 50s music, and I like old school country. Like anything from the like 1930s, the 40s, the 50s. I like that stuff. Even some of the 60s music I like. Or even like old school Delta blues, man. Delta blues was awesome as well. Yeah, most of the Johnny Cash stuff I have are his older albums. I never got into his new ones, but I know a lot of the songs. Like I have a Pandora radio, so I got like a old 50s station that plays a lot of Johnny Cash and Elvis and Sam Cooke and stuff like that. So that's set up to play a lot of Johnny Cash songs. Oh yeah, Johnny was definitely one of a kind. Johnny Cash and Elvis and probably Sam Cooke are my three favorite old school singers for old like 50s type of music. I also really like Billy Lee Riley. He was more rockabilly though, so he's kind of in a different category. But Billy Lee Riley was awesome. Then if you want instrumentals, there was now I forgot their names. There was one guy that played the bongos. I think was that Sandy Nelson? There was Preston Epps. There was Preston Epps and I think Sandy Nelson. One did just drums and one played the bongos. Those guys were cool. I like old 50s stuff. I like a lot of everything, but William D says, imagine Sun Records in 1956. I've actually been to Sun Records. Of course. Not in 1956, though. It was probably like 2010, 2008. I went to Sun Records. I don't know what the heck happened to my Sun Records guitar picks or t-shirt that I bought when I was there, but I don't know what happened to those. Brian, you don't like U2? I think U2 was an okay band. It's not really my style of music, but they made some pretty good songs. I did like that With or Without You song from U2. I thought that was a really good one. Even music that I don't like, I can appreciate it. Like Taylor Swift, don't really care for her pop music, but I'll tell you what, she is an excellent, excellent songwriter. Like, she writes grade A, top-notch music, even though it's not my style. I mean, I can appreciate things that I don't like because, I mean, as somebody who's a musician, I keep saying, did I just say magician? But I can appreciate all styles of music, even if I don't care for it. Alright, I gotta pee, guys. I gotta pee early today, so after this race, I gotta take a break. The last couple of days, I've been peeing like crazy, I'm telling you. Jean-Michael Jari was good. I'm not familiar with who that is. I don't know who that is, but... Are you saying John Michael Montgomery? The country singer? Hold on, I gotta pee like crazy. I apologize. My bladder's angry today. Alright, hold on. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay. He was French. Yeah, I'm not familiar with him, actually. But, you know, I don't like the new country music that's out today. To me, it's just like watered down pop music with some light rock and roll or some rap influence. But I can still appreciate the good songwriting on the songs that are good songwriting, even though when I listen to that music, I'm like, hell no, turn that off. But it's still not bad songwriting, it's just not pleasant to listen to. Alright, here we go! We're racing one of those crazy Evo cars. Those things are awesome. I like these cars. I'm gonna run this without nitrous. Let's see what she runs with no nitrous. Oh, we still ran under 11.6 without nitrous. Alright. We don't need nitrous on this car. Alright, so Brian's trying to find a tier 1 car to put in my lobby. Good luck, my friend. I don't know if you're going to be able to do that, but if you can make it, that would be awesome. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. I would love to see a tier 1 car come into my lobby. That would be amazing. Zine's got some infinite loading problems on live racing. That's one of those things where I would probably try to clear the cache. Even though it probably won't work. More than likely, it's not going to help you out, but it's worth a try. What else could you try for something like that? Maybe try a different car. You've probably already done that, but... I'm gonna take these headphones out. Stream audio is running fine. I don't need my headphones. It's kind of weird though. I'm used to like really lightly playing the stream in the background. So when I take my headphones out, it's like silence and it's quiet and it's boring and it feels awkward not hearing the stream. But today, normally my earbuds don't bother me, but today I'm like, I want to get these things out of my ears. They're bothering me today. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. So if I let go of the gas just a teeny tiny bit before I hit number 1, like a split second before number 1, this car runs a nice time. Hey Silent, how's it going today, bud? Nice to see ya. Alright, Burnout's also got infinite loading. Brian says, I don't have the energy. I would definitely contact game support if I were you guys. If I were having a major problem like that, I would definitely contact support and be like, hey guys, I'm having this issue. Please try and fix it for me. And you never know, maybe, just maybe, they'll be able to check out your account really quick and fix it. But clearing your cache has a very, very, very small possibility of doing anything, but I would probably try it. This car looks good on this map. You can always try and uninstall and reinstall the game. There's the rare occasion where that works. What else? What else can you try in that situation? Yeah, or try a different car. I mean, there's not much you can do, and if none of those things work, then I guess game support's your last resort. Hey, Comet, what's up, man? Yeah, I would contact game support. I would let them know what kind of phone you're using too, just in case it's like an optimization problem with the phone. That way they can just quickly optimize the game for that specific model. Thing with Android phones is every company can take the Android operating system and change it to the way they want it and make their own version of Android. So Samsung has their version of Android, OnePlus has their version, Motorola has their version, and then there's all those different versions of Android plus the different processors that the phones have. So they have to be able to optimize the game for all those different Android and processor combos. And now when you're playing on an iOS phone, more than likely you're going to have less issues on a lot of games with iOS, because how often does Apple come out with a new phone, right? Once or twice a year they pop out 2 or 3 new phones or something like that, and then the game can just quickly optimize for that once, and then bam, they don't have to do it for a while. But on Android, there's about 1 million different combinations, and that's a pain in the buttocks. I don't know whose turn it was to win, so I'm going to slow down. Alright, Zine's got a Samsung S10 Plus. An S10 Plus. So that's a little bit older, isn't it? I think we're on the S20 or something, so... yeah, I would just tell them. I mean, Samsung's a major brand, so probably one of the more popular brands of phones. So my guess is they probably optimize really well for the newer models on Samsung. That's probably one of the first ones they do. But if you have an older model like that, maybe not. How old is that phone? It's 6 years old. Yeah, there may be a pretty good chance they're no longer optimizing the game for phones that are after a certain date. Most people probably don't have phones that are 6 years old. But yeah, I would contact them and let them know what phone you're playing on. Be like, hey, this is my phone. Please fix my problem. See what they say. Maybe they can do something about it. You never know. It's weird. It looks like it's 78 degrees in my room and I'm cold. Why am I cold? Normally at 78, I'm like, man, it's kind of warm in here. Right now, I'm cold. I got my window fan running and I got my regular fan going. So, I don't know, maybe the air is just blowing on me. All right, we are racing Dallas. All right, so Joey can't find me. That always sucks. Yeah, I don't do most of the events either, Comment. There's too many darn events, man. 3, 2, 1, go. There's way too many events constantly for the amount of money that the events cost. It's pretty hard for your average person to do all of these. I mean, there may be some people out there with a big Gigandor wallet who can do all of the events, or just a nice size wallet that can do some of the events, but a lot of us can't. So you just kind of can do what you can and skip the things you can't do. And if you look at it that way, you're going to have a lot better time on the game. Some people are getting so upset that I can't do this, I can't do that. I mean, go in there and live race, run some showdowns, do all the little daily races, do the Prestige Cup. I mean, that's all stuff that free-to-play players, if you manage your resources properly, should be able to do. So if you put some time into the game and you manage your resources well, there's about 1,000,001 different things that you can do in this game. Alright, so there's no way I'm beating Melon's Gamera, so I'm just going to run really slow. There's no way I'm beating that Gamera. What's up, JC? Brian says, sick like me. Got a fever. Yuck. Sorry you're not feeling good. Melon, what happened? Oh crap, we got Max and that thingy dingy. I was actually thinking about driving that car today. That Testarossa is cool. That's probably one of my favorite cars in the game right now, but I think I still need to put a couple of upgrade parts on it for the proper live racing setup. But that is a cool car. That is a super cool car. I like it. I like it a lot. Brian says, at the end of the day, we needed like 2 cars for RP. One good live racing car, the Prestige Cup car, and something for showdowns. And you know, you don't have to have the fastest car for showdowns. You just have something you can drive and collect what you can get out of the showdowns, and then you're good to go. Alright, it's not going to let me challenge you back. Good one race there, Max. I think we disconnected. Yeah, sorry to hear you're not feeling good. That's never fun. Feeling terrible is terrible. Last night I wasn't feeling very good. I'll tell you what, I was grumpy. I was like, I don't feel good. Sometimes when I don't feel well, I'm just like, oh, I hate everything. It's not fun not feeling good, but hey. What can you do, I guess? It happens. It happens. The good news is you'll be feeling better before you know it. I hope. But yeah, generally I just do the daily races. I do my daily races. I do my Prestige Cup. I do a little bit of Showdown. And I do a little bit of live racing. And that usually earns me somewhere between 1 million and 1.5 million respect points every season just doing that. Yep, that was a good single race right there. Oh, there's the Drew Man in one of those Ford Mustang. I still don't understand why they made that and called it a Mustang. Why would they call that thing a Mustang? They should have called it like a pony or a colt or something. Like something, maybe if they wanted to name it like similar, like a horse name or something, sure, but that's not a Mustang to me. That's just some sort of SUV that I don't like to look at. Ooh. Itachi said most RP I got was 3 million. That's a good amount right there. I think my highest was around 2 million, but that was a lot of grinding. That was playing the game like probably a good 4 hours a day, focusing on lots of live racing. It was very time consuming to hit around 2 million. I think you can hit like 1.2, 1.3, 1.4 with only spending maybe 30 minutes to an hour a day. But if you want to bust like 2 million plus, that's a lot of time spent playing. Like a lot. But it's not that hard to hit 1 million plus, but hitting over 1.5 million does take a bit of game time, I would say. Now, people on iOS actually say it's faster because the game loads in so quickly. You can just do race after race after race with no load-in time. And it doesn't really seem like that would make that much of a difference, but they claim it does. So iOS players say it's easy to earn fast RP compared to the Android players. But yeah, 3 million is really good. JC says, Hellfang? What's Hellfang? I don't know. Gosh, I gotta pee again. I'm telling you, I'm peeing like crazy today. I think I might have drank too much coffee this morning. I feel like I had 3 cups today instead of 2. Normally I try and have 2 cups in the morning. Today I think I had 3. Maybe 4. I don't know if I had 3 cups or 4 cups today, actually. Too much coffee. The coffee is getting me, but yeah. What's up, Gilbert? He says, I hope they don't. Alright, Itachi said he's on iOS and it doesn't make that much of a difference. Brian says better scripts for iOS apparently. I do notice, like, if I've watched somebody on YouTube playing, like if I've seen somebody's video that was playing on iOS, I noticed they have like different animations and stuff than we do on Android. So there's definitely something a little bit different going on between iOS and Android. Brian says, I'm Android, so I don't know. But I can't imagine it would make that much of a difference. Wait, they were talking about making a Corvette SUV? They should name that like the grocery vet or the big vet, but not a Corvette, right? The big vet, the soccer mom vet. I don't know. But you cannot call a freaking SUV a Corvette or a Mustang, in my opinion. I mean, you can, but why? Doesn't make sense to me. What would you guys call it? If you had to call it something similar but different, what would you guys call it? Three, two, one, go. The grocery pony is what they should have called that thing. William D says, poor Bowling Green. Why? What happened to Bowling Green? Alright, I'm sorry. One more race and then I gotta pee, so I'm telling you, my bladder is yelling at me. Yeah, that is the grocery pony, guys. The grocery pony. Hold on. Oh, Bowling Green makes the Corvettes. Gotcha, gotcha. My neighbor's got an amazing Corvette. He painted it that like blue and orange. You know the original GT40s with the Golf, the orange Golf logo on it? He painted it just like that. He had it custom ordered. But it's those colors. It's that blue color with the orange racing stripes. Then he got a couple of those 76 stickers to put on it. It looks really cool. But I apologize. I gotta pee. I will be right back. I wish I didn't have to pee so much. Getting old sucks. I need some Depends. I need the Depends. Okay, I'm back. I apologize. Oop, I dropped my mouse. I really dropped it, but I lost grip on it. Okay, we are back. We have returned. All right. Back out to the live racing lobby we go. We got 69 Mustang, 1969. Oh, crap sandwiches. I guess we don't have 1969 Mustang. Oh, there's Max. We got Max again. In the Ferrari. Max in the Ferrari. For some reason, the chat's gone from my screen. What the heck? I can't see anybody's comments now. Hold on. 3, 2, 1, go. I don't know what happened, but the chat's all gone. How did that happen? I bet I closed it when I dropped my mouse. Let me get the chat back up on the screen. There we go. Live chat. There we are. Now we're back. William D says he forgets every time and we set their board. Yeah, I know. I suck at that. Daniel Wilcox, how's it going? Nice to see ya. My day is going good, buddy. Hope yours is as well. Thank you. JC says something about a purple star 11.8. So let's just say I am in the 11.8 lobby. In order to find me, you kind of want to tune a car to 11.8 and then make the car actually run 11.8. So you may have to drive it differently. Like for example, I can probably make a lot of my cars run faster than the lobby time, but I drive them so they run at the lobby time. But then there's the other problem of, let's just say we're in the 11.8 lobby. There might be 10 or 12 or 30 different 11.8 lobbies. How many 11.8 lobbies? I mean, there's probably not 30, but there might be 3. There might be 6. There might be 12. I don't know. So once you get a car in that lobby, the question is, are you going to be able to find the one that your buddy or your friend or your YouTuber guy you're trying to race is in? The game's not really set up to make it easy for you to find your friends in live racing. Like I said, I really wish you could make a lobby and get a code so you can give your friends codes. You guys can sit there and race. That would be really fun. But I guess they figure you could probably abuse the game if they did that and earn a bunch of easy RP or something. My guess is that's why they don't have that available, is they probably don't really want you doing that for many reasons. But it would be nice if they had something available similar. Even if you earn a little less cash in RP, that would still be great. Hey Marius, how you doing today? Any alternative to Asphalt 8? Honestly, I haven't really found anything that's really as fun. I don't like the way Asphalt's currently set up. Back in the day, Asphalt 8 was awesome. But right now, it's just kind of a big giant money grab game. I've played a few games that were really similar, but they kind of sucked. So no one's really came out with a better version of Asphalt 8 that I've been able to find. I mean, there might be something out there, but JC says CARX Street is next level. I've never actually heard of that one, but there might be something. I mean, honestly, I would just go to like Google and search games similar to Asphalt 8 and see what pops up. Maybe it'll give you a list of games that are close to that. I don't know. I've never actually tried that, but that might be a good idea. You know, Asphalt 8 was the reason I got my first tablet, my first Android tablet. I was like, oh, I don't need an Android phone or tablet. I'm like, forget that. But when I saw that game, I was like, I'm going out and I'm buying an Android tablet. And I played that game for years until my account was erased. And the crazy thing is, I had a Microsoft account for that game, and I also had a Android account for that game. And the thing that doesn't make sense is they both accounts were erased and I had to start over on both within like a 30-day period of time, which is messed up. All right, there's Mustang. It's Mr. Mustang. All right, this time it worked, I think. Max, good swaps, buddy. Thank you. If you guys aren't familiar with Max, he's got a great YouTube channel. If you watch me and you watch Max, you'll have the whole shebang of YouTube stuff for CSR racing. Oh, man. The whole shebang, I'm telling you. But we both make like tutorials, how-to videos, bring you game information and stuff like that, so yeah. I think there's a lot of channels out there these days giving out information, but I don't think there's a whole lot of channels that give like real tutorials or how-tos or anything like me and Max do. At least not that I haven't really seen anybody else doing that. I mean, I've covered almost everything in the game. If you go to my channel and scroll down, you'll find all my playlists that cover pretty much everything, but where was I going with this? I forgot. I forgot what I was going to say, but anyways. I would say between me and Max, you can find just about anything you need about this game. Except for information on what's coming up 3 months from now, because we might not be able to tell you that. Some people can. And just remember, when you're looking at that really early information, that is always subject to change. They could always change that. That's one of the reasons I don't like to put out information too far in advance, is you never know if they're going to decide to change something before it comes out. Like, I could sometimes make a shift pattern video for a car months before it was ready, but that doesn't necessarily mean the car is going to be the same when they release it. Every once in a while, they'll change something or nerf it or buff it, so it's best to get info about the actual time of the event or the car or whatever, because it's probably going to be accurate around that time, if that makes any sense. William D says, do you remember the Shebang? Shebang, shebang. Is that a Ricky Martin song? Shebang, shebang. Living the vida loca. No thanks. You're probably down-tuned. You've probably got a tune to beat the dyno by 12 years, so no thank you. Oh wait, that was She Bangs. That was Ricky Martin. He did have a song called She Bangs, I think. I remember Shazam, the comic book character, or the movie or whatever. That was a good movie. Uh-oh. Ooh, I got him. Bam. Bam. Mario said, I remember deleting my first account because the game gives you the option to delete one of the accounts when you install the game and log in on another device, and I was confused. I thought it was designed to confuse you. No, I mean, some people do want to start a new account over. Like, I intentionally started over. I played this game for probably 2 or 3 weeks, and I don't remember what it was. For some reason, like, you know what? I think I bought the wrong car, or I don't remember what it was, but I decided to start over after 2 weeks of playing, so I erased my account and started over. I really wish I could remember why I did that, but I think that's the only time I've ever deleted the game and restarted it before. So I must have really messed up somewhere. Maybe I missed a boss car or something. I don't know what I did, but yeah. I did something. Or maybe I was just like, I think I could do something better here. I'm not sure what it was. But the good news is when I started the game over, I hit the little thing to join a crew and it pulled up the crew that I'm in now. So that was, I think, the first one I joined when I started the game over. Now the first 2 weeks I played, I think I joined a crew and it was dead. Like I joined a crew and I noticed, hey, wait a second. Me and one other guy are the only people making points, so I left. I think I joined another crew that was dead, and then I restarted the game. Then when I joined my crew on the reset, it was the crew that I'm currently in now, and I've been there for what 7 years now? That's crazy. 7 years. Super crazy. Max left somehow. Darn you, Max the gamer. There, I can say it again. Yeah, it's pretty easy to hit a leave button or hit the wrong button. Don't beat yourself up over it. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. I wonder where that background is at. That's a really cool background. I wonder, that's probably a real place in real life somewhere, I bet. Where, I'm not sure though. That little street sign back there might sort of be a clue. Hatira? Hatera? I don't know what that says. Alright, Mike, hello, hello. So you're stuck on Ashley's Tempest Challenge. Any tips? So it's pretty much this simple. The first thing you got to do is confirm that your car is actually capable of beating the boss. And if it is, after that, it's all about having enough parts on the car, tuning it properly, and shifting it properly. That's really all there is to it when it comes to beating the bosses is, do I have enough parts? Am I shifting the car properly? And is it tuned properly for the parts that I have installed? Now, one thing that does suck about Tempest is some of the races will require you to downgrade parts. Like you have to be under a certain performance points. I mean, Max the Gamer has some really good videos on tuning specific cars for Tempest. I mean, he probably doesn't have a video for every car on Tempest, but he does have videos for a lot of them. I mean, I don't know which car you're using or anything, but I would make sure the car is capable. Trying to remember, Ashley is tier 3, right? If I remember correctly, that's a tier 3 car. So bottom line is, if you're trying to do tier 3, I would just get the Mustang from the dealership. If you don't mind, put a couple of elite tokens into that thing. It'll beat all the bosses if you get enough parts and bells and whistles installed on it. I'm pretty sure that's a tier 3 boss. I don't have a good memory. I would have to look it up, but that could be a tier 4 boss. He's either tier 3 or tier 4. Darker Knight says, my first crew was me and 20 other guys that didn't race. Yeah, you know, I think the game should probably clean out completely dead crews. Like, if there's a crew with a whole bunch of people who haven't played in it, they should probably just automatically boot those people out of the crew. Wasn't it his turn to win? So video 4. I'm having a hard time reading your name there. I'm getting to the point where I'm needing glasses, I'm telling you. Which sucks. I gotta get glasses to read stuff up close. Now I'm having a little bit harder time seeing stuff a little further away too, so. My eyesight was so good one day I woke up and it wasn't. That's the weirdest part about it. One day I woke up and I was like, hey man, yesterday everything looked fine. Today things are blurry. Sucks. Maria said, do you ever test if shifting green earlier or late is better? That depends on the car. I mean, are you talking on this particular car, or are you talking about in general? I mean, it depends on the car is the thing. Like certain cars like different launch points. Like this one likes you to let go of the gas a split second before you reach number 1, at least for the live racing setup. If you're doing something other than the live racing setup, you may want to be driving this car differently, but 3, 2, 1, go. This car kind of likes for the live racing setup at least, it likes close to a perfect start. And that usually lets it run some really good times. Mike, not much, my friend. How you doing today? Tier 4 for Tempest. Yeah, Tier 4 is definitely the hardest out of Tempest, but what car are you currently using? That's also important. I don't know if you said which car, but Tempest 3 Tier 4 is very hard. Tempest 1 and 2, you can just go ahead and grab like... well, actually, you probably got the Subaru WRX or the Lancer from Elite Tuners, right? If you don't, you'll get those very soon. Either one of those work very well for Tempest. Now, the WRX has a really hard time hitting the 0 to 60 required, which is like 1.374, something along the lines of that, but it can do it. It may take you have to have the car 100% maxed out with purple stars, but, you know, if you do a few runs, eventually, if you're good at driving the car, you will hit that 0 to 60 time if you tune for 0 to 60. It's a lot easier to hit the 0 to 60 with the Lancer, but overall, the WRX is a better car for a lot of things. Oh, crap sandwiches. We got the weird connection glitch thingy going on here. Asphalt Unite. No, is that a new game? Is it really pay to win? That's the problem with the Asphalt games, is they've turned into giant money grabs, like complete money grabs. I mean, this game's got the big events that you got to pay for, but I can play this all day long without spending a dime if I can't afford to. I mean, of course, if you're playing a game and you're going to play it for years or months, spend some money on it. But you shouldn't have to spend like a fortune on it, right? This game will cost you a fortune if you pay for the events. But you can do all the little daily stuff, you can do some live racing, some showdowns, you can do all that for 100% free if you seriously can't afford to spend a dime. Now, the Asphalt games seem like if you don't spend anything, you're going to get stuck really fast and you're not going to be able to do anything or have fun unless you continually dump money into them. So I would assume if there's a new one, it's probably the same type of deal, but... Am I wrong? Is it not a money destroyer? Christy Adams, hello. How you doing today? Alright, so James is having issues finding me in live. Max was just in my lobby a second ago. I don't know if one of us moved lobbies or what, but unfortunately though, like I say, there might be 5 different lobbies, there might be 10, there might be 15 different lobbies at the same time. I guess it just depends on how many people are currently filling up those lobbies. Max says move your dyno faster by 0.05. Oh, he's finding your other account. Gotcha. Brian says, anybody ever played Gran Turismo? I've played the first couple. I played Gran Turismo 1, 2, and 3, and I think I played 4 once or twice. Now, Gran Turismo 2, I loved it. Gran Turismo 1, I loved it. I think the third one is when it went from more of an arcade game to like a simulation. I can't remember if it was 3 or 4 that turned into like a simulation, but Gran Turismo games are really cool if you like simulation racing. They're actually really good. Now, I'm not really sure what the newest one's like. I haven't looked at it in a while. So I have no idea what the latest Gran Turismo's like. JC, you're out of here? If so, have a great day. We will catch you later. Thank you for stopping by. Max says, I still play GT7. Max, what's your favorite race car game currently? Like the one you would... What's your go-to race car game besides CSR? Something that's not CSR. Maybe like a PC game. What is your best PC racing game right now? If you could only play a one, which one would you pick? Gran Turismo, that's your pick? Is that better than Forza? See, one thing I don't like about Forza, I like the on-track racing better than the open world run around the streets racing. I don't know why, but I can't get into those open world games that much. JC says Car X Street. Max says I never play the Forza track games. Yeah, I've never tried any of the Forza games, honestly. I don't know why. Problem with me though, like I got my autoimmune disease, it attacks my muscles and nerves, and I can only play a little bit on a game controller or anything. I can't sit in a chair very long. I have a hard time playing video games. Like CSR is easy. I mean, I just got to push buttons. I don't have my thumbs moving all over the place on the controller. But for some reason, like the tendons in my thumbs will seriously lock up, and my thumb will I get trigger finger in my thumbs. It'll seriously get stuck like this for months, and I won't be able to unbend it. It's awful when that happens. Last time it happened, it was probably like 9 or 10 months. My thumb was stuck, bent. I was not able to unbend it. It's awful. JC says steering wheel. Unfortunately, I can't sit in a chair, or my whole body goes into muscle spasms if I sit in a chair too long. So I can't really do a steering wheel either. I can sit down in the morning long enough to edit and record a little bit and throw some videos together. But like if I were to sit down in my chair right now, like right now I lay down when I live stream. But right now if I were to sit in my chair, I'd be able to sit in it for maybe 10 or 15 minutes before my legs were numb and my back starts to spasm up. So I have a hard time doing YouTube videos. It's sad, but even playing video games is hard for me. JC says try resistance bands like strength. Yeah, but that doesn't help when your immune system attacks your body. I mean, strength is good, but that's very different. Like, it's good to keep your muscles in shape, but when you have your immune system attacking your body, like, exercise, working out, stuff like that doesn't help you. JC says, still amazing videos. Thank you. If I was like a normal person that I could sit down all day and sit in my chair, I would be able to do like, probably have a lot more time to sit there and work on the videos and make them nicer and better and more interesting and fun and cool and neat, but I did the best I can, so I'm just glad people like them. Andre says Forza is a great open world racing, but in online there's a lot of cheaters. You know, every time I've ever played an online PC racing game, there was nothing but cheaters. That's one of the reasons I really love playing online games against other people, but just about every racing game I've ever played, there's people cheat. It's awful. Like you're winning, and next thing you know, the car behind you turns invisible, and you see him like go up in the air, and it shoots over top of you, and then it starts flashing, and then it turns solid again, and then it's in front of you. And as soon as you pass him, it does the same stupid thing. I mean, it's unreal that people cheat like that. I hate it. I hate it, man. But I don't like online racing games because people do that. I mean, there's a lot of games out there where there's cheaters, but The online racing cheaters are probably some of the worst because there's no possible way you can come in first place when their cars do that. I mean, some of the other games, you know, it's hard to deal with the cheaters, but if you're good enough at the game, sometimes you can beat the cheaters, but not in racing games. I mean, when the car seriously teleports in front of you at the last second, there's nothing you can do about that. No matter how good you are, you cannot win when somebody's cheating like that, which sucks. Brian says 100% respect, Danny. Thanks, Brian. I appreciate that. JC says information and kindness is free from familia. I think that means family, right? William D says you'll never be normal, Danny. Thank God. I don't know. Is that like an insult or you'll never be normal? You think I'm abnormal? Oh, man. Mario says I hate cheaters. He said I was one myself when I was younger. See, I think if you're playing games against the computer, it's fine to run the cheat codes and stuff. But if you're playing against real players, like when I was a kid, I used to have, what was it called? Game Shark or something? You could put in the Game Shark and you could do all this crazy stuff and you could become invincible or do this or that to beat games. Sure, whatever. But when you're playing against real people, that's not okay. If you're doing it in single player mode, who cares? You know, have fun, mess with the cheats, do weird stuff, walk on the ceilings, who cares? But when you're doing it against real people, that's messed up to cheat. I think that's really messed up to cheat if you're doing it against real people, you know? Gilbert used the Game Shark, yeah. On Gran Turismo 2, on the PlayStation 2, I had the Game Shark. I had a Honda Civic hatchback that did something like 1,200 or 12,000 miles per hour. And I would get on that big oval track. It was just like a big giant oval. In the car, you couldn't steer it. It would just grind against the wall, and it would be like, vroom, 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 vroom. I don't know why I thought that was so fun, but you know, it was never against other players. It was always single player mode, but you used to be able to make the cars go as fast as you wanted. I mean, yeah, you couldn't drive some of them because they went so fast, but it was funny. It was funny. I just enjoyed playing with all the stuff, but I've never used a cheat code or anything against a real player. Did I just change lobbies? I think I did. I think I just changed lobbies. Alright, there's a bot. Let's race this guy. He's got the cool color changing purple star car. That's a really cool looking car. I wish I could have got the color changing one. I've got the gold star version of that, but I don't have the purple star. Alright, soft pause. We got Gin Friday. Oh, he's trying to race me. There we go. Maybe it'll work this time. Brian says, is Winkle Eyes in the chat? Hey, Monziger, what's up, buddy? How are you doing today? How are you today, my friend? Hope you are doing awesome. Loop. You know, like yesterday, all I really wanted to do was just sit in my chair and work on some videos and stuff, but I sat down and 10 minutes later I was like, oh, I gotta get up. Then I tried to sit down again like a couple hours later and I was like, oh, everything's hurting. Sucks. All I wanted to do was sit down and work on videos yesterday, but it sucks not being able to sit in a chair very long. I'm just glad that I can at least, every morning when I wake up, I can sit down for a couple of hours, but after that, I'm lucky I can at least sit down a little bit in the morning. But I guess after so much setting, it irritates everything, and then it's irritated for the rest of the day. I always wonder if I were to get something like a really high-end chair, if that would help. My guess is no, but I've always wondered about one of those $1,200 or $1,600 Herman Miller chairs. Like, if you were to have one of those, what would happen? Like, would I be able to sit down longer? My guess is probably not, but I always wonder about that. But then again, I can't afford a $1,600 Herman Miller chair, so I'll never be able to try it. Try a standing desk. The other problem is I can't stand very long either. If I'm up on my feet, I have to stay moving. Like, if I stand still, my back locks up and I'll start getting nerve pain going all down my legs, and then my legs go numb, and I have to stay moving if I'm standing. So I can't sit very long, or I can't stand in one spot. So even with the standing desk, that caused me problems as well, unfortunately. Grun says X-Cross makes a nice chair. I've seen those, but Herman Millers are something special. Like, I don't know, I don't think the S-Cross is on the same level. Like the Herman Miller chairs, like, let's just say you're sitting in the chair and you twist your body to the left and the right. Like, the back of the chair is actually flexible, and it twists with your body and it aligns to your spine. And even like the seat in the front, you can actually grab the front of the seat and you can bend it downward. So if it's putting like too much pressure on your hamstrings, you can actually just bend the seat forward so there's the pressure is put on the right spot. I mean, the Herman Miller chairs are ridiculous. I could never understand why they were so much money until I watched some videos on how they were actually designed and what they did and how they like adjusted to your body. I was like, holy crap, that's insane. I was like, now I understand why they're so much money. It's ridiculous. Silence says, how are you coping with these things? Well, I've had to deal with it for the last, I don't know how long. So, I mean, eventually get used to it. The first couple of years, I kept saying, I'm going to get better. It's going to get better, but it never did. So, eventually you just have to accept that you've got problems and do the best you can with it. I mean, that's really all you can do. Eventually you just have to accept it and learn to work around it or with it the best you can. I mean, that's all you can do. Baby Yoda, what's up? He says, how do you like my new crew name? I have no idea. What's your crew name? Brian says, how much? What? For what? The chairs? I guess it depends on which one you buy, but I mean, some of those chairs can range from $1,200 brand new up to over $3,000 for an office chair. It's crazy. Now you can get, like, I bought a cheap chair from Gabberly for, I think it was under $200 if I remember correctly. And it's the best thing I've found that's cheap. But Silence says, shame they can't get rid of your body's problem. Yeah, unfortunately, autoimmune diseases are something that you're stuck with forever. Hey, Yates, what's up, buddy? How's your day going? I'm busy chatting now. I wasn't even really paying attention to the racing. So, if I was racing anybody and I cheated you out of wins, I apologize. But I think I've seen those X-Cross chairs. I don't think they're on the same level, though. Would aerobics help? No, I can't really exercise much or it makes things worse. Like when I went to physical therapy, after my third visit, they're like, look, we're just making you worse. They said, don't come back. Don't exercise. Don't do much stretching. It's pretty bad, honestly. Jagger says, would you be making these videos if it wasn't for the condition? I don't know. I'm really not sure. Possibly. So the how I got to start making CSR videos is a friend of mine wanted to know something about the game. So I made a quick little tutorial, and when I looked at it like 2 days later, I think it had almost 1,000 views on it. That was my very first CSR video. I don't know if it had 500 views or 800 or 1,000, but a couple days later, I was like, wow, that video got some views. So I decided to record another one, and that one got a bunch of views. I mean, I was like, wow, I can't believe that. Like, I just recorded the video, first time I ever did something for this, and people watched it. So I was like, I'm going to try and make some more of these, and I did, and it just went from there. So now I was playing this game back before things got really bad. Like, I used to get to work early, right? I would go to my job, I would sit there waiting to clock in and play some CSR. Then my lunch break, I'd be playing some CSR, and, you know. So there's a possibility I would still be making the videos, but after things got bad and I couldn't go to my normal job anymore, that's when I was like, I'm going to try and see if I can get this YouTube channel going. Now, I used to do RC helicopter videos or post some videos of me riding my own motorcycle or playing some guitar. I just used to post things for fun on this channel, but after like the autoimmune disease got bad, I was like, all right, I'm going to try and get my YouTube channel going again, and surprisingly, it did. First I started doing mobile game reviews, and I was getting a few views here, a few views there, but when I did the CSR video, I was like, wow, that got a lot of views. So that's kind of how I became a CSR2 YouTuber. So thing that sucked though is I have 3 YouTube channels. I put in over 100 hours a week between the 3, and I make like $2 or $3 an hour. It's terrible. I mean, it's nice money, but not for 100+ hours per week. But I mean, I spend about, I probably between the 3 channels, 15 to 20 hours a week live streaming. Probably about 30 or 40 hours a week just going through comments and answering people's questions. I probably spend about another 30 hours just like editing, recording, doing this and that. Then there's additional recording throughout the day. Then there's another 30 hours a week just like getting on the games, testing the cars, figuring out shift patterns, figuring out builds on the fighting game and stuff like that. So it's a crazy, crazy, crazy amount of time spent running 3 YouTube channels. Now, 2 of them are gaming, and the 3rd one is just kind of like a review channel. So that one doesn't really require me to put too much time into it. I just kind of try and squeeze in a video once or twice a week as I can on the review channel. But the 2 gaming channels are very, very time consuming. All right, so JJNR1, I think that says, he wants to know if you put the new Lamborghini on the Elite license. Well, maybe. There's probably better choices out there. There's probably a lot better choices out there. For example, if you have one of the Elite Tuners cars, or maybe even a couple of the Legends cars that are really good at live racing, those are going to earn more respect points, and some of those are going to be better cars than that Lamborghini. That Lamborghini is nice. That Lamborghini is really nice, but it's not one of the best cars in the game or anything. It's a decent car. It's a nice car. But, I mean, if you were to take, like, the Elite Tuners Toyota Supra or the Silvia or the McLaren or something and make one of those Elite, you're going to get way more respect points out of something like that, and it's going to be a better live racing car than something like that new Lamborghini. So I don't think the Lamborghini is a bad choice, but I do think there are better choices. So what you want to do is find a really good live racing car that you enjoy live racing, that makes good respect points, and then elite that. So it's really personal preference. I mean, you can elite 3 tier 5 cars. I would say you want to at least elite one really, 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 really good car, and then maybe for the other 2, just elite cars that you actually like. That's how I would look at it. William D says, how much RP do you make each season? If you're talking about me, probably about 30 billion respect points per day. 30 billion. I believe he's talking to somebody else, though. Ah, Stacks found me. Cool, cool. I'm really not paying attention to what I'm doing right now in the game. I'm just yapping. I don't know why, but usually around the last 30 minutes of the stream, I can't concentrate on the game anymore. And I just start yapping. What's up, Morgan? How's your day going? Brian says, would the chair you mentioned help me? I don't know, but I wonder if it might. It's like so high tech and supportive and like works with your body in a way that it may or may not. I don't know. There's a possibility, but then again, I could get it and be like, ooh, this doesn't work at all. You know what I mean? Right now, I find that I need, like right now, the best thing that I found is a chair with a mesh seat. Anything that's cushioned and you sink down into it, that creates like pressure points that push on like muscles. To where the mesh seat puts pretty even pressure on everything. So right now, I find that a mesh seat is easier for me to spend time in than anything else. Baby Yoda says, a year later, I started doing car edits and I got a lot of views. Wait. Hold on, there must be more to hit what he's saying there. I think I missed some of your comments. Chris, what's up, buddy? Hold on. I'm reading through the chat here. Hold on a second. Brian says, what's the name again? Brian, name of what, my friend? Jagga says, get Recaro seats. I don't think that would be very comfortable for me. Recaro seats are awesome, actually. Awesome racing seats, but... Oh, the chair? I don't know. Herman Miller makes some really cool chairs. Like, I don't really... There's a bunch of different kinds you can get. But, I don't know. Some of them are crazy expensive. Some of them are very expensive. I was always kind of wondering about the mesh chair they make. I don't know what it's actually called. It's like a Herman Miller Aeroline or something like that. I can't remember. But they do make one that's mesh, and they got really good back supports in there. Then they got other ones with like springy, cushiony seats and like crazy technology. Like, I don't know. I actually wish there was a store around me where you could actually try those and set them, but nobody in my area carries any of those chairs. I was always like, I know I can't afford to buy one, but if there's a store around that has them, I'm going to go sit in a couple just to like see, but nowhere has any of them. So, I mean, there's a chance I could get one and it would be really uncomfortable and not work out, but it's one of those things where you just never know. Yega says, try everything. Yeah, I find that something with cushions doesn't work well for me. Like back when things got bad, I probably spent like hundreds of dollars on cushions to try and get comfortable in a chair. Eventually I realized I can't use cushions. They just make me worse. I actually got one of those purple things. You know what I'm talking about? Those like purple grid things that are supposed to be 0 pressure points. Well, when you sit on it, those little like waffle things fold under and they create little balls and they create pressure points that push on your muscles. So they're completely lying about those having no pressure points because they create really bad pressure points. Alright, so Chris says, I am ranked 326 and I need a new clan. So, Chris, how much RP do you normally make every season? That's probably going to be more important to people than your rank. No balls, under balls, what? Brian says, I'm going to have a look. Yeah, if you need a good office chair, I know Herman Miller makes good chairs. Steelcase makes nice chairs. Who else makes nice chairs? There's a couple brands that make really high-end chairs. But they're designed for people who are going to be in a chair like 8 to 14 hours a day. So yeah, if you need a nice chair, I would look at Steelcase. I would look at Herman Miller. What else is there? Unfortunately, they're redonkulously expensive. Now, I think you can probably find a used one somewhere for cheap. Maybe not cheap, but for a lot less. Alright, what's going on? Did we freeze? William D's got a spot on his crew. Chris, that would be a good crew to join, my friend. William D's crew should be very good. Oh, you're looking for me? I would say don't worry about it, my friend, but those things are a lot of money. Ooh, I got it. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Here, check this out. I'll show you guys how I live stream. Where's my camera thing? Filters. See that? Look. Here, this is my mouse pad right here. I got my controller. I got my mouse pad. Like you can see I'm laying down. This is how I live stream. And I got this little like pillow thing here that I put under like half of my back. I can't lay on my back completely, so I gotta be like I'm like slightly on my side. But if I lay flat on my back, even that makes my back spasm up. It's terrible. But yeah, I got green sheets just so I could get a green screen effect. That way it looks at least like halfway normal. Because I would always be on the live streams and people are always like, hey man, why aren't you on camera? So eventually I was like, I'm gonna rig something up, right? I'm gonna rig something up so I can actually be on camera on the streams and it doesn't look like I'm laying on bed. So if I turn on the green screen, I mean, it probably doesn't look as good as when I'm at my desk or whatever, but one day I was like, I wonder if I could get green sheets and use them as a green screen. So I bought the green sheets and I was like, that is awesome. It worked. I wasn't sure because like they're kind of a lime green. So I'm like, I'm not really sure if those are going to be the right color. But they actually work. But yeah, my little nightstand, I got a boom arm on my nightstand with the microphone. There's another boom arm with the camera. Then I also have this little teeny light over here. Like if I turn it off, like I got another little boom arm with a light to light up my face a little bit. But you gotta get kind of creative. Then I also have this awesome little one-handed wireless keyboard. This thing is really cool. I kind of balance that on my hip when I play. Chris says, you've been doing good with your health. I mean, it gets a little better, a little worse, a little better, a little worse. There's a lot of days where I just don't feel well, but I can get up, every couple hours I get up and go out for a walk. And that always helps out. Like when my muscles start getting stiff, I'll go take a nice little 15-20 minute walk, and then probably about every 2 hours I get up and go for a walk. It helps out big time. But the doctors actually think I have something called stiff person syndrome. Like they can see that my immune system's attacking my body, but they can't quite pinpoint it. Now stiff person syndrome, if they're right, there's no test to 100% confirm it. But they can only go by the symptoms. But the thing that sucks is if that's what I have, they say eventually you probably won't be able to walk or anything. Like it just locks up your muscles eventually to the point where you seriously won't be able to get up and move around or do anything. So I hope I hope they're wrong about what they think I have, because that would suck. That would suck. But yeah, I mean, like, I actually have a belly button hernia, and I'm scared to get surgery, because I'm like, what if like I wake up and my stomach just starts going into spasms and it like pulls all the stitches out and stuff. Like, if I massage a muscle, if I just take my thumb and like massage a muscle, like a little pressure point massage, that muscle will be locked up the next day. So I'm scared to death. Like, my hernia sucks. It hurts. It bothers me. But I just got a bad feeling that if I were to get the surgery, I would wake up and all heck would break loose. So, but no, health problems suck. You just kind of have to learn to deal with them the best you can. All right, Cedric says, is the F50 a good car? Which F50? Are you talking about Donna's F50 or the F50 GT, which was a recent prize car? Donna's car is pretty lousy. Donna's car is really, really lousy. Now, the F50 that was a prize car is pretty decent. I do have a video on both of the F50s. You might want to go check those out. My video on those cars will give you a stage 5 setup, stage 6 setup, a review, and try to set it up for live racing. I don't think Donna's car had a good live racing setup, but the other one did. But yeah, Donna's F50 is terrible. The F50 GT, which was a prize car from an event recently, from that little showdown or whatever it was, some sort of 90s rewind event, is really good in my opinion. Ah man, Chris has got hyper is high blood pressure, right? Yeah, you know, if your blood pressure is high, you definitely want to get that checked out, because I guess that's really dangerous, man. I hope the doctor can give you something. I would probably get on Google and search what foods lower blood pressure and try and get some of those foods. But yeah, man, I hope they can fix you up pretty soon. My dad's got high blood pressure, and he gets really grumpy when it's high. Do you feel like angry or irritable when your blood pressure is higher? All right. But yeah, hopefully the doctor can give you something. I don't like medication. I think medication is terrible, but sometimes you need it, right? Oh my God, William D said it sucks when you have a heart attack for no reason. Yes, that would not be good. I don't think I've ever had a heart attack. Thank goodness. That would be no fun, honestly. But you know, it does happen to a lot of people. What's crazy is there's a guy I watch on YouTube called the Audio Hotline. He does microphone reviews. He did, like, some, you know, I used to email him back and forth a little bit. Really nice dude. The other day he's like, yeah, I just had a stroke. I'm like, holy crap, that's scary. That is scary, like super scary. Andre says, nobody gives me a chance. For what, my friend? Are you trying to get on a crew there? Because it's not super easy. See, one thing is, a lot of crews will have requirements and stuff, so you definitely got to be able to meet the requirements to get onto a crew. All right, we got about 12 more minutes left on the live stream, everybody. After that, I gotta get up and go for a walk. The main reason I don't stream longer is because after 2 hours, Usually that's about the most I can take laying here without getting up and moving. So as soon as the stream's over, I'm going to get up and go walk. After that, actually, I usually start answering people's comments on my walks. I take my phone with me, and as I'm walking, I answer YouTube comments. Then when I come home, it's breakfast time. Breakfast time, breakfast time. You know what? Normally I'm talking about food because I'm hungry during the live streams. But I also plan on working on some more shift pattern videos, figuring out a couple more of the cars today as well. But I'm actually glad I figured out how to make a little laid down YouTube station. That allows me to do stuff I normally wouldn't be able to do throughout the day, because I can sit here and record some game footage every once in a while, or edit some videos or whatever from here, which is nice. I do wish I could just sit at my desk all day like a normal person. That would be amazing. But, you know, it is what it is. Cedric, the one from the showdown. Yeah, the F-50. I've got a bad memory. Was that you that asked about the F-50? But yeah, the one that's currently available right now from the event is really good. I'm reading through the chat here. We only got a couple minutes left. I'm almost out of gas here. I think I'm going to back out of the live racing thing. I'm not really paying much. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not really paying much attention to what's going on. I've just been chatting with you guys like crazy. There was something I wanted to look at and show you guys on the stream before we left, but I don't remember what it was. What was it? What did I want to... Somebody asked about something, and I don't remember what it was. Crap sandwiches. Yeah, I think this is the car you're asking about here. This F-50, this prize car is pretty darn nice. Like, I really liked that car. I think I did make a shift pattern video for it on the content account, but I wish I could get that car on my account. Unfortunately, most of the events are pretty hard to do. Most of the events are really hard to do without spending a load of money. Let's run a couple of... Let's do a couple more races on this showdown. I got 2 things of gas. We'll do a couple more here. But I'll tell you what, it's almost impossible. It's almost impossible to constantly get good runs on the F1. For some reason, this particular event is very laggy. Alright, look at Car X Street. That's a mobile game, right? Let me pull that up on Google Play right now, and then after the stream, I'll check it out. Where's the search button? Hold on a second. If I don't put that on my phone now, I will totally forget. Bad shifts, and I still won. Good. Alright, where is the search? There we go. It's my video's covering it. Alright, Car X Street. Yeah, I'll take a look at that after the stream. See what that's about. Alright, Stack said the Eternal Legends event was one of the hardest events I've ever had. I noticed lately they've been making the bigger events harder. A lot of people have been complaining about that. It used to be you needed a really highly upgraded car. Now it seems like you need to have cars that are about 98% maxed out. Instead of like 80% maxed, now it needs to be almost 100% maxed. And that's why I don't like this car. It drives crazy. But yeah, the events keep getting harder and harder. Brand says, LOL, that is so ugly of a car. I'm not really sure which one you're talking about, but beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? Some cars look nice. Some cars are fugly. It just depends on the person. All right, did my game just freeze? If it did, the good news is that's pretty much it for the stream. So if it's gonna freeze, at least it's doing it towards the end, right? But we got a couple more minutes, so if anybody's got a quick game question they really need to have answered or something, maybe we can answer that for you real quick. So if you got a quick question or something, get it on in there. Let me collect all my free stuff. I like free stuff. Free stuff is good. All right, Darker Knight said it took him 25 races. That's not that bad, buddy. If you got a prize car in 25 races, that's awesome, actually. That is awesome. It takes me like 3,000 races, and I still don't get it because I suck at driving that car. I'm going to tell you, the McLaren F1 is not an easy car to drive when it's maxed out. Mellon says, guys, join Williams' crew. Free tune of your choice. Yeah, I believe Mellon is in that crew. If I already wasn't in my crew, I would probably go over there as well. I would hit up Mellon and Max and William and see what they had available, but I've been in my crew so long, and there's a lot of guys that have been in my crew for years with me, so that's the main reason I stay where I'm at now. I would feel bad leaving everybody. We get the milestone prize car every season, which is good. Like, we're not scoring as many points as we used to, which kind of sucks. But, you know, we're still getting the prize car every season. That's really what's important to me, is do we get the prize car? I want that prize car every season. That's all I really care about personally. But I do think everybody should shoot to make at least 1 million respect points per season, as it's not really that hard to hit 1 million. Even on, like, I don't think I've ever been under 1 million that I can remember. I've even had 1 or 2 really bad seasons where I was really busy for a couple weeks or something and didn't really have that much time to play because I was working on some other stuff. And I'm pretty sure I still busted 1 million. It's not that hard. I wonder how many points. I want to see how many points I have right now, because I feel like I've been slacking this season. I feel like I haven't been playing as much as normal this season because I've had a couple things going on that I had to do here and there throughout the week. And I haven't played as much as normal. So where am I at? Ah, crab sandwiches. All right, best car to use for Ashley's challenge. Okay, I'm almost at 1 million right now, so I'm doing pretty good. Michael S. hit 1 million, but we got a lot of guys who are hitting over 1 million, which is good. We got Mob up there with 2 million, so we got a lot of good players doing a lot of things. I mean, if I scroll down, you would probably see some people kind of lower on the scores, but we got a lot of good players still doing some really good stuff, so as long as we get that prize car every season, I'm not going to be unhappy, but I would love to see everybody hit 1 million, honestly. All right, where'd my stuff go? Hold on, there we are. We used to hit between 30 and 35 every season. Now we usually don't hit the 35, but you know, we're still doing okay. We're still doing pretty good. William D says, Mellon and I and Max are on the same team. Oh, I got a turbo. I don't know what that was. That wasn't a turbo, was it? All right, best car for Ashley's challenge. I mean, honestly, if you're trying to do the tier 4 cars, I would definitely look at the WRX or the Lancer from Elite Tuners. Both of those cars can do it if you upgrade them enough, and you're gonna be able to get those cars easily once you get to the Elite Tuners event for it. In my opinion, right now, those are some of the best cars to use. The Nissan GTR and Attack package is a very good car to use. I believe the Evora is a good car to use. For Tempest 1 and 2, the GTR you can buy from the dealership works, but it's not going to work for Tempest 3. The Pandem Skyline we just got from a couple seasons ago as a milestone or as a Prestige Cup car, that one will do it. That's a good tier 4 car to use. Yega says the NSXR. If I remember correctly, the NSXR can't hit the... I don't remember if it was the top speed or the acceleration, but I think it's just shy of doing one or the other. Same thing with the yeah. Smooth move right there, right? Same thing with the Lexus. The Lexus is an awesome tier 4 car, but it can't hit the 0 to 60 times. That's the problem, is you got to do 0 to 60 in 1.3 something and over 260 miles per hour. So a lot of tier 4 cars can't do both. But if you have this, now there are a couple of cars that look exactly like this one, but they are not this car. It has to be the Attack package. But this car can do everything if you put enough parts on it. But if you grab KJ's car or one of those other Nismos that look like this, it won't be able to do it. It's only the Attack package one. But this one's really good. So I would suggest that, or if you happen to have this. Now, I'm not sure if the Cadillac Blackwing can do it or not, but that's a really nice car. But a lot of people will spend gold and switch back and forth. They'll have a tier 4 car with a lot of top speed, and then they're going to have another one with a good acceleration, and then when you get stuck, you can swap to the other one, and if you get stuck, you can swap back. Really, running faster than the boss is not the hard part, but finding a car that can do the 0 to 60 and a car that can do the sprint race and the speed trap. That's the problem there. But this is one of my top choices. It's not easy to do the 0 to 60, but if you max this car out, it will do it. This car will do it when you max it out. But you do have to, I think you do have to specifically tune this car for 0 to 60. I think I have a video on here that shows you how to tune this car for it. There's just so many. I mean, we got 1,200 cars in the game, and there's so many of them there. It's crazy. Yeah, William D is also on my team as well. William D has a couple of accounts in different crews. So William D's in my crew and has got his own crew. All right. Yeah, that Cadillac, this Cadillac is a crazy live racing machine right here. If you know how to set this thing up, this is a beast. I actually think I have this set up on Melon's tune. Like it's, I'll show you how I have it set up. I'm pretty sure this is still on Melon's live racing tune, which dominates. Actually, it's not. Melon, that's not your tune, is it? I may have had to change it for some reason. Crap, man. I don't think that's it. Why is it set up like this? I'll have to ask Melon for that tune again because I don't know if that's a weird setup. Maybe that is his tune. I'm not sure. Melon says not even close. I'm trying to figure out why my car is set up like this. What would I have been doing to have stage 5 parts and stage 6 parts on it? That doesn't even make sense that my car is like that. Why in the world would I have set it up like that? That's weird. That's weird. I don't know. I don't know what I was doing with it. I wonder if maybe the car switched parts on me. Maybe there was a glitch. That doesn't make any sense. No, I used to have this set up on Melon's tune, which just beat the crap out of everybody, but I don't know what happened there. But that caddy's awesome if you set it up right. So I have one preset there, and I don't know if that's the maxed out preset. I should really name my presets. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. Oh, well. Anyways, I think that's going to be it for the stream, guys and gals. Our stream time is about up. I want to say thank you all for coming out. You guys are amazing. Thank you for watching my videos. You know, that definitely helps out big time. Thank you to anybody who's a channel member or anything. I do appreciate the extra support. You guys are amazing, but yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Stacks, you're welcome, buddy. Thanks for being here. But yeah, huge shout out to the channel members. Huge shout out to anybody who donates every once in a while. And giant shout out for you guys watching my videos. I mean, you know, YouTube pays us for advertising. So when you guys watch my videos, that helps me out a lot. I should probably run advertisements during the live streams, but I choose not to because it sucks to be on somebody's live stream and then all of a sudden video starts playing, and then when it ends, you're behind on the stream. It just messes the whole stream up. So I choose not to put advertisements during when the stream is live. Now, if you watch it afterwards, I think it runs ads on the stream, but not during, because I think that wrecks a live stream, honestly. I think that ruins it. Like, it just messes up your live streams when they run ads. Anyways, thank you guys so much. You guys are amazing. I gotta get out of here. That will be it for the day. I'll be back on Friday and Sunday for some more live streams. Or if you want to check out my War Robots channel, I got a channel for a game called War Robots. I usually stream, I usually do gameplay streams on Wednesday and Saturday on that channel. And then I got my Danny Lightning Audio Tech Reviews channel, or whatever it's called. So if you want to check any of those out. If not, that's okay too. But lightning out. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for being here, and we will catch you next time. And you know what? Let me go ahead and, before we go, I'm going to go ahead and set my other video to live. So I made a video for the Corvette today, the Corvette C4ZR1. And that video is public right about now. You can go view that video anytime you want. Thanks for being here. Catch you guys later. Lightning out. You guys are awesome. See ya.